Welcome, everybody, to episode 10 of...
What is Wrong With You? A review of things with the Allens.
It's this guy's turn today, which is obviously everybody's favorite episode. Shout out to our baby girl, 4 years old.
It's her 4th birthday today. Yes, it is.
Madness. That's madness.
I'm Mrs. Allen.
Oh, well, I mean, you guys should know who we are by now. I'm Mr. Allen.
I know. What about people who are maybe just for the first time tuning into YouTube?
They don't know who we are by now.
We are a YouTube sensation. We have like a consistent 70 views.
That's a lot. Let's boost those up. It doesn't do us any good. It just makes us feel better about ourselves. So
It sure
cool.
does. Yeah.
Unless you're giving us thumbs down, then it's different. But whatever. Thumbs down.
Who could
thumbs up.
possibly give us a thumbs down?
Thumbs down. If you could split it in half, it'd be like this. That way. No. Thumbs down. Thumbs up. Yeah, great. It's my day today. I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Every day is Mr. Allen's day.
That's
Let's
true.
be real.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like I said, I do make the show, so...
It's all about Mr. Allen.
Always is. Always will be.
What do you have?
I got good stuff.
I'm
We're going to start with this one. You seen this one before? Little Women.
Little Women.
And this is Mrs. Allen's favorite because it's got a movie cover on the book. I do love Winona Ryder.
Let me tell you why I don't like that.
I'm not really picking this, just so you know.
Are you not picking that?
No, it was just a joke. I found it on your shelf. But
was
that's funny.
ready.
She can tell you while I'm getting my other book. Go ahead.
I was ready to go.
Go ahead.
Little Women, 4 sisters.
Terrible. All right, you ready? Read this last summer and loved it.
The Martian. I loved this book. I loved it.
So did I. What do you know? I mean, you know
Andy Weir.
both books, so.
The Martian by Andy Weir.
Yep.
I just recently ordered a copy of this book.
Great.
I can't believe
I'll just steal it from the library. Don't tell
get
my
it from the
servant.
library.
No
I
one's
love
checked it
that
out. It's
book.
brand new.
Here's what I can tell you about that book.
Everything.
I don't remember the main character's name, but Guy gets stuck on Mars and has to survive for a long
He
time.
has the same first name as I do, so.
His name is Mark.
Yep.
Oh. I can tell you that one of the things that I am hesitant when I tell students they should read this book is that the very first word is a curse word.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? That's probably why I liked it. Let me see.
And so it always
Oh,
makes
it's
me...
got a map, too. Forgot
There's-
about maps.
There's a map, and that map is super helpful.
It's really important.
I love this book.
Really important.
There was another book that I avoided.
It's
for a
also
long
the
time.
fourth word. I won't show it. It's
show
not
it.
an appropriate word.
I knew it was something first, so it's the first sentence.
Yeah, it's the fourth word.
Yeah, you go.
So Mrs. Allen said you should read. Actually, this was 2 summers ago.
Time flies.
Oh, yikes.
It was 2 summers ago. Yeah.
Great book. I read before I watched the movie, too. How about that? That doesn't happen very often.
Have we
by
seen the
way.
movie? I don't.
I
think
did.
I've
I thought we did.
I have not seen the movie.
When did I see it?
Must have been
Could be with anybody.
before your wife.
No, I read this 2 summers ago.
No,
so
but I don't think you saw the movie.
I have, because
after
it's
you
Matt
watched
Damon and he rocks. This book is super good. Basically, just gets left behind. You kind of do that up there. It's kind of how it goes. If you don't have a choice.
I mean, it's like a school trip. Like, hey, let me count the heads
Yeah.
before we get onto the bus. And
Potatoes are a big deal in this.
Yeah.
Traveling, and he's really, really, really smart. I think it's awesome. This is a great book. I would read it. Absolutely, 100% would I read it.
Totally recommend. Even if you don't think you're going to like it, because it's like,
It's so
Mars,
good.
science
Yeah.
fiction.
You know what? It
ugh.
really it puts you right in the book. Like it does.
You
And I
really-
don't say that very often.
Yeah, you really fall in love with the main character.
Yeah, Mark Watney's pretty
I
awesome.
couldn't, it's been a really long time since I read it, so I'm sorry I didn't remember his name.
It's okay. This is awesome.
And then there's a
Really,
part,
Really, really, really
oh my
good.
gosh, can I tell you one of my favorite
Sure,
things about
you
it?
can
I
do
love
it.
how it switches narrators, so there
Oh,
are
sure.
things that
Yep.
Mark,
That's right. Yeah,
the main
yeah.
character on Mars knows, and then there are things that like the control center
Sure.
back in the United States know,
Yeah.
and then there are like people, because, not to give too much away, but at some point they totally lose contact with each
Right,
other.
correct.
And so they have no idea if either end of the communication process has any idea what's going on, and they're all just kind of like shooting in the dark and making guesses.
Correct.
And it's
pretty awesome.
really scary.
I mean, it is, I read this. It's like 365 pages.
Yeah,
So long.
wait. 365 pages? Too long.
Too long. Throw it. Don't throw it. It's a great book.
So good.
Read it. If you haven't read this before, awesome.
And you can hear it from here. Like, I have not seen the movie, but I loved the book.
I see it. I don't know.
Mr. Allen thinks I
I've
bet
seen
you're
it because
thinking
I know
of like.
I can pinpoint exactly what happens in the whole thing.
No,
That's not the book.
I have a feeling you're thinking of some other movie.
It's not. It's Matt Damon. It's not Interstellar.
Interstellar.
It's not.
is
But that's a
exactly
great
what
movie,
you're-
by the way.
Such a
Also space. Love it. Ready for book 2?
I am.
If
The
300
Martian by Andy Weir.
Yeah, Martian Andy Weir. Good. If-
365
Hold on. If that blows your
pages.
mind, then this one will definitely blow your mind.
Oh my gosh. Have you actually read that book? Have you read that book?
Yes, I had the soft copy. How do you say that? What do you say? Paperback. The paperback of this when I was a kid because I was obsessed with Stephen King. I read Carrie and Cujo. This man personally got me into reading. Now, was I allowed to watch the movie?
Quite the pitch.
I don't think my parents allowed me to watch the original movie.
Not that they knew of.
Maybe.
I'm sure
I
at
don't know.
some
TV
point-
was so much different then.
At some sort of sleepover at
I read
Dad's house,
this,
you
and
watched
if
that at
Mrs.
some-
Allen thinks that one's long, this one is over 1,000 pages. Look, just look.
Stephen King likes to be wordy.
By the way, this is a brand new book in the library. Look at this thing. Yeah, I wanted to know
Okay.
your thoughts about Stephen King's It, which people love now because of the newest movies, but
Okay. I have not read Stephen King's It. I have read a lot of others by Stephen King.
why
but
won't you read this one?
Because I don't like clowns. I think they are a little bit scary.
I liked scary books when I was a kid.
I don't like
Scary Stories in, was it In the Dark? What's the one?
Scary stories to read in the dark.
Yes.
I had the entire series of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I'm not sure who thought that was a good idea because I was a terrified child
She's
and
still terrified of everything.
I don't like scary stories.
How about Goosebumps? I love those and they weren't
I
scary.
had a whole
but
bunch of
those are cool.
Goosebumps too.
So
Why
R.L.
didn't I?
Stine.
Why? I must have asked for them at some point. Maybe I was trying
For
to
sure.
get over my fear.
For sure.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is no joke.
Yes. All right, so what do you know about this book? You must know something. Did
I
you
know
watch the
that
movie?
there's a clown, and I think he
Did you
lives.
ever watch the movie?
No.
So you've never read or watched the movie?
No.
Oh, good. I threw one at you.
Here's what I think I know. I think there's a clown that lives in a gutter and
Okay,
steals
good.
children into
Yes,
it and
he
eats
does.
them.
Yep. hmm There's a lot more to that, but
Okay, and there's a red balloon.
yeah, the balloons are scary.
What's with the balloons?
I don't know. Remember
Is
when
that
like
to
a
lure
couple
the
years ago they had like the clown people on like video all over the
Yeah.
place? It was really weird. I don't like clowns either, but I remember finally watching the movie with my friends in the dark on like a weekend when I was like, I don't know, 15. It was really bad.
Here's the thing. Do you think clowns are scary because of this book, or do you think that clowns were scary before the book?
I mean,
And
there's
that and he used
there's
clowns
like a
being
legitimate
scary
serial killer that was a clown before this.
before? You know it was before?
Wasn't Gacy in the 70s or 80s?
I love that you think that I know about serial killers.
Why would you not? This was in I looked it up, I made sure. 1985 or 6, I think.
Okay, well, I haven't seen the movie. That's just one of my questions. Like, have clowns become scarier because of the book, or
I
were
don't know,
clowns so
probably.
scary that Stephen
Clowns are
King used
weird.
it as inspiration for
No
the
offense,
book?
people that do clown stuff. No, clowns are weird and scary. But this book is great. Follows a lot of different characters. I'm not a huge fan of the ending. I still don't get it. Stephen King, if you're
The book?
ever watching this, Stephen
Is
King.
the movie ending different?
No, I'm pretty sure the same. It's been a long time since I read this, like 20 some odd years.
A lot of
Maybe I should
Stephen
start reading it
King,
again.
a lot of adaptations of Stephen King's books have slightly,
I don't know if
a
it's
lot of
much
them are.
different. I think it's
Because
still
how do you turn a 1,000-page book into a
Yeah.
2.5-hour movie?
Sure,
So
they-
a lot of them cut out entire plot parts.
Yeah, I get it. Well, Stephen King's still a straight G. Love him. I love him.
I read The Stand a couple summers
Sure
ago.
did.
The whole thing.
That's long too. Yeah, if you
It's about a
haven't,
pandemic.
if you really want to really get serious,
Stephen King's the way to do it.
there he is.
Stephen King hooks a lot of readers that think they don't
He
like
did.
reading.
He hooked me. I love Stephen King books. That's Carrie. I think was my first one I ever read.
That's how I get.
And that's not I mean, I think I was like, it was like an independent book when I was in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
So see, everybody, I do read, but I only read what I want to read. I don't just read books because they tell me to, like The Scarlet Letter. But I will read
He
other
reads a
things.
lot of books that are a lot of pages that he doesn't like to talk about.
Oh, I wish I had my other one, but she didn't have it in the library, so
What other
maybe
one?
next time on the 15th.
Episode 15.
Episode 15.
All right, we should cut this off so that it doesn't get too long.
Oh, okay. I hope everybody enjoyed my picks today, and I'm sure you want me to do more of me, but that's okay. We'll have to wait 5 more episodes.
You had a hard time today.
It's because we don't have any books at the house. I had to go to Miss Urban, shout out Miss Urban, to help
Thank
me
you,
out
Mrs.
with
Urban.
these brand new books that she had.
Mrs. Urban, thank you for helping
She helped
Mark.
me. It was fun. I'm gonna have to use the library more often.
She helped me too one day when I needed Jane Eyre.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's put this in your face.
Did you
'cause
know that
clown
library-
faces are better than your face?
Did you know that libraries have books in them?
They do. We have libraries. Just kidding. All right.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Let's
It's Stephen King, The Martian, Andy Weir. Check them both out. Mr. Allen recommended 5 stars. I don't know if you can go any higher than that. 20 stars, 50 stars. Both really good books.
7,000
Check
stars.
it before you wreck it.
Yeah. Thanks,
Love you.
everyone. Bye.
Literally, these are brand new. Like they're not untouched. She just got them.
God, The Martian is so good.
So good, I know.